Why is serenading not a thing anymore? And used to show up to a girl's house who they liked with a guitar and start singing, hoping they'd peek their head out the window. Men used to go to war. Now, men expect you to have sex with them after they pay for a $50 dinner. Now, men are talking to an entire football-sized roster of females. Now, men are cocky, their egos are through the roof. And if you mention a guy that you like to your friends that you've been hanging out with, just forget about it. You're never gonna hear from him again. Never.
And being a 28-year-old woman and getting older, it's starting to get frustrating. So, I am wondering, why do men never ask a girl on a date anymore? I find anytime I've ever talked to guys, it's always like, oh, like, let's watch a movie, which obviously I know where that leads, or let's go get a drink. A lot of times it's, let's go get a drink. It's like, what if I don't want to have a drink? What if I want to actually sit down and get to know you without you having to get me drunk every time? But anyways, please clarify about why you guys do not ask girls on dates anymore.
There was this one guy I was seeing once, and he said that he didn't want to spend money on dates, right? The first time I went to his house, he asked me to bring snacks. So he told me all of his favorite snacks. I went and picked them up. I went to his house. Second time I went to his house, he asked me to help him put furniture together. Third time I went to his house, he asked me to fold his laundry. Fourth time I went to his house, he cooked himself dinner. He ate it in front of me, and he didn't offer me food. He still ghosted me.
What's good, guys? It's your boy Josten J coming to you with another video. Let's cook, boys. Let's cook. All right. This is why most men have given up on courting women in modern dating. So this video isn't negative. This video is to bring awareness to most dudes that don't understand this. And for all the dudes that do understand this, get in the comments. Let's discuss this. Do you still court women? Do you like going out on dates? Do you like taking women out on dates? Do you like seeing them light up and smile at the thought of, oh my God, he put a lot of effort into this date. I'm so happy and excited to go on this date. I want to give him the draws now. I want to drop the panties for him. You know what I'm saying? Let us know. Let's discuss this, because where I'm sitting from, women that like me, I don't have to do any of that. So I came up with a bunch of talking points that are so funny, because when women are talking about this courting stage, are you going to meet her father? Is it that important? Courting is dating for a serious relationship that leads to marriage. Maybe about 10% of women out here are actually qualified for that type of treatment. But they got no problem, blah, 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 I want this, want that. So with that being said, let's get straight into the video. Number one, most men play it cool, because if you do too much, that's how you look to women, like you're doing too much. See, women like to operate in the gray area. If I'm attracted to you, you doing and going above and beyond, nah, I'll accept that. They assume attraction. A guy that's really interested in them, they're like, I don't know about him. He wants to court her. He wants to bring flowers. He wants to open the door. He wants to do things the right way, asking her what she wants to do. See, another talking point. That's weak behavior to women. He's not leading the right way. Somebody who's genuinely interested in getting on with somebody would be like, okay, he's trying to make sure that we both are going to like the date. No, women want you to just plan the date, but it has to be good enough. This is why men just fall back. Yo, you want to go get some ice cream real quick? Yo, I'm over here. Let's take a walk in the park, get a coffee, get to know each other a little bit. Nothing too much, right? Come over. I'll cook us something. Simple. Women that are actually interested in you will come over. Not even saying that you guys are going to have sex on the first link, but they will come over and be comfortable, especially after being on FaceTime, being on the phone, knowing that you're a funny, charismatic dude. Everything's cool. They'll come right over. A woman that is actually interested in you will take that walk in the park and drink that coffee or that tea with you. These women that want these extravagant dinner dates, and they're saying now on dating apps and everywhere, oh, the most spontaneous thing I've ever done is I've gone on a trip on a first date from my Hinge match. Well, that's great for you. That's not the average woman's experience. The best looking women that men are infatuated with will get this experience, but that ain't most women. So it's not a good look. Men do not do too much. How many times have you done too much for a woman and it backfired in your face? Get in the comments right now. Mine is burned into my head. And it's not about being bitter. It's about becoming better as a man. You learn from your mistakes. Imagine you just kept doing this and doing this and doing this. Here's another thing. Men are self-sufficient. When women talk about money and what a guy needs to make, it's for their benefit. A guy that makes 60 G's, 50 G's, 70 G's, he's comfortable. He's a minimalist. He buys things that reinvest into the business, which is himself. Me, for instance, when I buy things, it's more so supplements, things for my home gym. I buy things that benefit me. I don't just buy things to buy them. I don't just up and buy things. Oh, I feel like going here and spending a bunch of money. No, I even make my own clothing. Himgang.store. It's back up. We restocked up. Orders went out. Make my own clothes. I don't just go willy-nilly spending money. Women don't understand this. And if you're not willing to spend money on them, something's wrong with you. But then again, if you're willing to spend money on them, you're the laughing stock. You're a joke. You're the guy that can easily be persuaded, that they can get over on. So which one is it? That's why guys just fall back, which falls into number 2. Most men aren't broke if they have standards. It comes from experience. It's better to start. It's just better to start. That comes from experience. So for instance, I'll tell this story right now, guys. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of my L's. Talking to this girl for a couple weeks, thinking that everything's going the way it's supposed to go, talking about non-negotiables and all of this stuff. And I take her out on a first date, take her to a brunch date, bring flowers, all this stuff. And guess what? She acted like she ain't really fuck with me like that. And that's cool. That's cool. This hasn't happened to me in forever. But that's the one story that I'll take away from. I'm not doing anything over the top for a woman ever again. Ever again. Ever again. Because see, this is the type of treatment that they say they want, but when you give it to them, all it signals is he can be a good boyfriend. I will put a shot clock on this. I will put a timer on this. We ain't operating like that. If you're following my lead, how am I following your lead? But then again, it's your fault as a man for following their lead and listening to this stuff without understanding it fully. A lot of these stories I tell you guys are from forever ago, and you would think just let it go. Absolutely not. We're supposed to learn from our mistakes as men. So men aren't cheap. They've just learned from experience that this ain't the way to go. And whenever a chick likes me, see, guys focus on the looks. She looks expensive, therefore I should do these things. Nah, don't focus on that, brother. Nope, doesn't matter. Women are women. Women that even go with guys who have a lot of money cheat on them behind their back with a guy who's sexually appealing. It has nothing to do with the money. Guys understand this from experience. Number 3, being creative shows way more interest than spending a bunch of money. So when it comes to courting, the reason why the word is courting is because women like to use courting and think that that's the way to get a guy to be manipulated into thinking, no, you have to do all of this extravagant stuff because that's really courting. What you're doing is just playing cool. What you're doing is low effort, bare minimum. Nope, being creative is way more. It shows that you're intentional, right? Because if you look at it this way, you can bring her here and then bring her here, spend $40, spend $20. But it's more about the experience, taking a long drive, listening to some music, joking with each other, laughing with each other. Even women are saying a movie is a bad date because you're not talking. No. The talking should be going on beforehand. See, this is why I tell men, talk to them on the phone, FaceTime. That drops their defenses. That gets them more comfortable with you when they see he's a chill guy. He can articulate himself. He's cool. He looks better than his pictures, or he looks like his pictures and I found him attractive in his pictures. Everything flows properly. But see, when you don't do that and you like to go straight on dates, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen. But there's an energy, a type of vibe that you could feel. And you're not going to be manipulated because you're that guy. You are him. They are them. You're not looking to be manipulated. It's this energy women give you when they know something's about to go down. You can even talk to a woman on the phone, invite her to your house, and she'll be honest with you like, you know, I got my monthly friend. I really do want to do something, but I'm just letting you know. When women are respectful, they'll let you know things like that so they don't waste your time. But they get the gist of what type of guy you are from being on the phone. I can't tell you how many times that happened. A woman's like, yeah, my monthly friend came. I'm just letting you know because I really do want to come over tonight. I'm like, nah, shit, you good. Just come over. And we eventually end up smashing after the fact. But sharing that good energy on the phone makes it flow better. So when you're on the phone with them, you can see what each other likes. You can plan around that, but it's still her following your lead. You could bring her to this spot or this spot. You could get something, cook it up, bring her over to your house, chill, kick it with each other, get intimate with each other. Hell, you could even play Uno, Connect Four. I don't care. A lot of women that are actually interested in you will play board games with you. Come over and kick it with you. It's really not that serious. So being creative shows more intention. Women that are actually into you are going to care about that. Women that are not into you are going to think, what the hell are you doing? Number 4, it's all fake anyway. It doesn't put you in a better position. It actually could put you in a losing position. Courting women. Are you nuts? See, the reason why women are even saying they don't like coffee dates is because a guy can date multiple women for cheap. Well, if we're in this game where we have to make the best selection out of the picks we have, how can we be so gung-ho on one option? How? We have to treat them all the same and then evaluate who likes that energy because they actually like us. So if we got 10 women lined up, we can't court all of them. We can't take them all to extravagant restaurants. We can't take them to the city and move here and spend $500. And here's the thing, men can't spend that money. Men have credit. Men have money. Once again, they act like men are broke out here. Men are not broke out here. And to add to that, men being single saves them a lot more money. So if he's actually single right now and looking for someone, he has some funds. He has some cheese. He has some bread. He has some ends. They don't want to admit this. Rather, they will shame you. But it doesn't put you in a winning position. It'll put you in a losing position if you don't understand what you're doing. Now, when a woman earns this from you, I want guys to pay attention to this part of the video. From start to finish, when a woman is giving you good energy, you tell her to come over. Hey, bring this for me. Bring this for us. We're going to need this tonight. And she complies. Okay, that's good right there. You smash. Okay, that's good right there. She's pleasant. Okay, that's good right there. She's not combative. That's good right there. She's asking you questions. She continuously wants to get to know you. That's good right there. We could do a good date. Hell yeah, take her on a good date. She deserves it. She earned it. But these women out here think you're supposed to do this for nothing. No, that's not how that works. It doesn't put you in a better position. It can actually put you in a losing position. You spend $300 on a date trying to court this woman, bringing her flowers. She never texts you back. Or she says, I didn't feel a spark. You know, I think we'd be better off as friends. And I just wanted to let you know. I wanted to touch base about that. You're $300 in the hole. Once again, men make money. It's not a big hit and it's not a big deal. But this is the thing. Why did I need to spend that money for you to come to that conclusion? Think about it. Number 5, it is unnatural to do extravagant things on the first date anyway. And this is why nice guys get the rep that they get. But women try to keep it on the hush. Thanks to social media, it's not on the hush. See, nice guys spend on women. You'll see this at your job too. If there's like a cafeteria, women will act like they don't have money, or some guy will just come up and pay for their stuff. No, I got that for you. And I think that women don't understand that these guys are the guys that you should be going for. They don't care. They need that tingle. They need that spark to be there. Sexual attraction, guys, I'm telling you, it's not logical. It could be in front of their face, a guy that wants to do all this stuff. They don't want it. Why? Because it's unnatural. It is very unnatural. This is why women like guys that don't really want them like that, because a guy can want them, but not like that. See, that like that is doing all this extravagant stuff. That like that is taking the lead, as they say, and planning things and making reservations. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but once again, for women that deserve it, guys are not jumping out of the plane with no parachute trying to do this for a chick that he just met or that he's just trying to get at. It's really not that serious. But that's why nice guys get a bad rap, because I'm not trying to say that you shouldn't be kind to women. Yes, you should be kind, but giving them a bunch of things for no reason is very unnatural. Women in their head understand that I don't deserve this. And honestly, the type of guys that I like, I don't even want this from. I mean, I do at a certain point, but I want to know that he's the guy that I think he actually is. Once he proves that, yeah, all that stuff can follow, but not too much. See all these intricacies to this. It's very unnatural to do extravagant things. That's why you see guys fly women out, and then women are like, nah, I'm not giving you no panties. I'm not taking my panties off. I'm not doing that for you. Who do you think you are, sir? Then the guys get frustrated. You never had to do that in the first place. You never had to do that in the first place. Number 6, women that are actually into you like simple dates. You will suggest something and they will say, oh, that's actually cool. I was thinking about doing that. Oh yeah, I like to drink coffee. What's your favorite type of cup of coffee? What's your favorite type of tea? Oh my God, I love national parks. I love parks. I love hiking. The ones that are not compatible with you are going to make it seem like it's a problem. I'll never forget the last time I told this chick, yo, let's go to this arcade place, play a couple games and get to know each other. She told me that's not worth my time. I instantly stopped talking to her. Who in the hell do you think you are? Now, it's your business to say, yeah, I'm not really interested in that. That's cool. But you got to understand, women are not really nice people. A guy is giving you an opportunity to get to know him. And through that, right, he's getting the opportunity to get to know you. But you're worried about what you're about to do. Bro, women that like you like going to the arcade. Women that like you like to laugh with you, like to joke with you, like touching, getting a little physical. That breaks the ice, especially when a woman is nervous. You might intimidate her a little bit. She's actually interested. That breaks the ice. Those type of dates break the ice. So when a woman is telling you that's not good enough, she ain't really interested like that. Always remember this. Women that like you are going to like what you're offering. So much so that she could not even be into it, but the fact that she's into you, okay, I'm going. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I know that I'm into him, so it has to turn out good. And if it doesn't, maybe I'm weird, maybe he's weird, but that's a roll of the dice. They're just going to show up. Number 7, the nitty gritty. Your efforts won't even matter when her ideal type steps into the situation. So when her ideal type steps into the situation, guess what's going to happen to you? You're going to the back of the bus. You're going to the back of the line. And then maybe we can restart this thing over if things don't work out with him. See, this is why they play with men. They don't treat all men the same. And now that this information is coming out, guys are like, whoa, now it makes sense. Women do not treat all men the same. So this guy could get it tonight. This guy got to wait 3 months. This guy will go over to his house. This guy, I'm going to tell, I don't do things like that on the first link, on the second link, on the third link. This guy over here, she'll get sexual with when she's talking about it. This guy over here, wait a minute, you're moving a little bit too fast, mister. This guy on a dating app says, hey, let me get your number or take my number, text me right now. She'll actually do what he's telling her to do. Another guy, I don't just give my number out on here. Can we talk on here a little bit more? So remember, as soon as her ideal type steps in the situation, you're done. Number 8, when things end between you and a woman, all that courting you did, all the trips you planned, all the extravagant things, all the flowers, all the candies, all the gifts, all the trinkets, it won't matter anyway when it's time for her to bounce. It won't matter. It won't matter. She doesn't take these things into consideration. Damn, I had such a good dude. He did this for me. He did that for me. There's no way I could backstab him. There's no way I could turn my back on him. There's no way I could sleep with this other guy. There's no way that I could tell him, oh, I'm just figuring things out right now and I just need space and time to find myself and figure things out. And no, none of that goes into consideration. None of it. So men are waking up to this. Women will even go as far as to tell a dude, well, I never asked you to do all of that. I never asked you to do half of that. You did that because you wanted to. You knew what you were getting into in the beginning. You knew what type of girl I was. All this nonsense where a guy's like, what the hell? I thought me doing that stuff was going to keep you here. Like I courted you from the beginning. I went and met your friends. I went and met your family. I did all this stuff. Why doesn't this count now? Why? Bro, they don't keep track of points like that. They don't. If anything, they keep track of points when you're a real man. Oh, he's assertive. I can't just have my way with him. He lets me know what he thinks. He tells me his honest opinion. He leads me. I might not like him all the time, but that means I like him. They keep points of that stuff. The sweet guys, the attentive guys, not really so much. Now, this isn't 100% across the board. There are some women out there that like sweet guys, but this would not be a problem. There would not be videos of women complaining about where are all the real men who court women. There would not be any of this. Dating wouldn't even be hard for them. It wouldn't be hard for them to get a guy that they're actually sexually attracted to, that wants to do all of these things, that follows through and does all of these things. It wouldn't be a problem if most women were attracted to it for the long haul. Because if we're talking about smashing, you can just come over and let's smash. We can just grab some coffee. Okay, I like you. I think you're funny. I like your banter. Yo, come over. Second time we see each other, let's get this thing popping. But that's not what they're talking about. It's not what they're talking about. They don't take these things into consideration when things are done. If they did, guys wouldn't have a problem with it. It's like, oh, I'm getting that shit kicked back. I'm getting it kicked back to me with loyalty, with her time as well. She don't see nobody else. That's not how things work. That's not how things work. Number 9, let's close the video out with this one. The high school fantasy is over for most men. See, when you're thinking that you're going to meet a woman that you're really going to get on with, high school, college, just turned 21, I'm able to drink, 25, I'm in my mid-20s, 27, I'm still young out here. And I'm not saying that guys in their 30s aren't young. You are young. But I'm saying that whole delusion and fantasy about courting women and that's really going to work, when you get to a certain point as a man, you're like, oh, no, I'm going to deal with the women that like me. I'm going to pay attention to the women that give me good energy. I'm not doing any of this anymore. All that chasing to court and to be the only guy and to fight off other dudes and stuff, that stuff goes away. Any man that is worth a damn, that a woman wants, that doesn't act like a simp, he's not going to be easy to get. So that's why they complain nowadays. That bubble's been popped because that shit stings. You're willing to do more. All they have to do is just be there. So when you're doing all these things and you get burned or you make a bad decision with a chick and you see that, damn, this wasn't good for me, but I did everything what I thought was right. I did everything that I thought was right and I still got this result. Oh no, we switching it up now. Gotta have a regiment, gotta have a strategy, gotta stay militant. And I'm still a fun time. I'm a chill dude. I'm charming. I'm charismatic. I'm willing to do certain things, but they have to be on my terms. Guys start moving like that after they had 1 or 2 bad experiences, 3 bad experiences, or in their younger years, continue to simp and get nothing in return. This is why I say when they're younger. When you're older, you realize all this courting stuff is a waste of time, because let's look at the word courting. Wouldn't it typically happen when you're a younger guy looking to match up with the woman, meet her father, meet the friends of the family, meet the family, do things the right way, have kids with her, marry her? You got women out here 30 plus talking about why don't men court women anymore? You've lost your damn mind. With kids in tow and everything. Lost their damn mind. So for all my brothers, I want you to get into the comment section. We can discuss this together. Have you taken multiple L's going the courting route and then had more W's when you went the more direct route? Let me know, because in my personal experience, I've caught more W's going the direct route, the charming, charismatic, laid back, not doing too much guy, and I've taken way more L's trying to be the chivalrous, nice guy, sweet guy, attentive guy, courting guy. So that's why I'm making this video, and I want guys to let me know their experience. So this was why most men have given up on courting in modern dating. Hope you guys got a lot out of it. It's your boy Josten J. Get with you boys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, boys. Let's go.